As Diablo IV approaches its release, and I'm hyperventilating at that thought, many people are unknown on what class is best for them to start off in. So, here's a little video where we give a good and bad for all classes, saving my favorite for last. Barbarians. They are big, brutish, and love to smack something so hard it literally will split it into two. Barbarians have a lot of positives in them. Their berserking gives them a stat boost improving power and attack speed. They are very tanky and can take a beating like no other. They can DPS at range, and the one benefit which surprised me the most is that barbarians, when spec'd properly, can be very quick in their movement. In addition, with the added benefit of carrying 4 weapons, they can take advantage of having 4 legendary weapons active at the same time, while the other classes can only have 2 or 3. But for their negatives, there are a few to take into consideration. 1, they are fury dependent, so you need to implement damage to be able to get access to stronger attacks. They have long cooldowns, especially for their shouts, and they can be very slow paced, especially in the early game. But regardless, barbarians in D4 are a force not to be taken lightly, and would be a good starting class if you're just getting into this ARPG. Necromancer. I joked before about Necromancers during the open beta and how they felt very godlike. But regardless of that, there are some benefits and negatives to the class. First off, they are very versatile when it comes to damage, with varying ways to cause significant damage in AoE effects. They are surprisingly tanky, their defense stat is decent, and the added benefit of your summonings being used as meat shields, or more like bone shields, adds to your survivability. And finally, they have a vast array of crowd control effects which come very handy in sticky situations. Now for the negatives. Even though I claim they are tanky, in the very beginning they can seem pretty squishy, kind of like a fresh jelly bean, and after a while it hardens right up. They are corpse reliant, meaning many of their skills require a corpse to activate. They do have some skills or abilities where corpses can appear, but it's not as frequently as you would expect. They feel a little slow when it comes to scaling late in the game, and finally their skill trees are a bit more complex and would not benefit for new players entering an ARPG genre. Druids saw a lot of negative feedback from the open beta, and honestly I understood it as I wasn't as impressed with the class. But in all honesty, they were only given a small taste of what's to come, and I feel they can be pretty beefy. So what are some benefits? Well, first off, they are versatile with a different method of damage output. Many of their utility skills are defensive and make them a very tanky class. They benefit from high burst output of damage, and depending on the skill or aspect you use, can massively increase your followers' damage and effects. However, the negatives that you should take into consideration are that they have low mobility and primarily rely on attacking in place rather than continuously moving around. Their spirit generation for me was extremely slow, and I felt that I always ran out of spirit a lot quicker than gained it. They rely on positioning and feel very tough and slow when it comes to leveling, but overall it's a fun class to play around with, especially with the transformations you can do. Sorcerer. This class was surprisingly fun to play with and felt extremely powerful. And to be honest, it was a pleasant surprise because I usually feel sorceresses are very squishy. Some notes on their strengths. They have great movement. Some skills provide teleportations away from sticky situations. They can deal damage across the screen, and I mean across the damn screen. You can stand in one place and send out lightning bolts that find their own mark. They have remarkable crowd control effects and strong defensive skills that help you take a beating when required. But for the negatives. 1. You are mana reliant, and without mana you can consider yourself a walking pincushion. Even though you can do damage from afar, you will find yourself in close combat many times and can be a cluster of spells, colors, and imagery. There are few party abilities in helping your team, and many of your crowd control effects are dependent on buffs rather than effects. But overall, I will say sorcerers are damn fun and super recommended to try out, especially for a run or two. Rogues. I left rogues to last because I honestly thought this was the best class. For me, rogues are super fast. They are the most maneuverable class in the game, and great to get out of sticky situations. They are versatile with a plethora of different ways to cause damage from close to afar, not to mention the elemental imbuements you can do on your weapons. They can deal high damage in a very quick pace and have a large amount of crowd control effects and attacks. But with any good class comes some negatives. They are none. Rogues are the best. Okay, fine. Even with the great strengths, rogues can be very squishy. Yes, you move around fast, but once you get hit, you will feel it in the life bar. They also rely on positioning, meaning you need to be in a specific spot for specific skills, especially ones where you need to hit a specific target to gain additional damage output on them. They also use combo boosts to increase damage output, but overall this class is enjoyable, but comes with a deeper and more target-focused requirement which can make them a bit more daunting for newcomers in the ARPG genre. Those are my strengths and weaknesses for the classes of Diablo IV, and to be honest, not everyone will agree with all of that, and that's fine, because in the end these characters are yours to play with and experience. So I gotta ask, with Diablo IV releasing, what will your hierarchy of characters and what will you be starting out with? Let me know in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like and hitting that sub button. And if you wanted to support via Patreon, you can find it in the links in the description to get access to videos 24 hours earlier. I hope you all enjoy Sanctuary, and if I see you around, I'll make sure to stab you a little bit, but not too much. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in Sanctuary.